Hey guys, so I have been working on a project, personal project, that essentially establishes a connection between my AI UI, which is Claude in this instance, but any real AI UI that has an MCP connection, to my data warehouse and injects context about the data it's querying into the into like the conversation from the data warehouse so that it can query it properly. And essentially, I did this by allowing the creation of like custom MCPs. You can have public and private ones. I think it's pretty cool, but that's beside the point. And then it gives the AI all of these context skills, right? Like all these CLI endpoints that it can just hit, right? So like getting globals, what are the gotchas, what's the lineage of a metric? It's a metric, what are the relationships? Like on a specific table, what are all the tables, et cetera. We'll kind of look through these as we ask. But essentially, it pretty much allows it allows the AI agent to really just like know how to answer the question the right way every single time. Is my opinion. I loaded a data warehouse and I connected a data warehouse to a whole bunch of public data, government spending data, Congress trading data, insider buying, stuff like that, like just like something that I thought might be interesting to ask questions about. And so that's all lives in my data in my data warehouse. And so if I wanted to ask a question, let me just think, like I have some questions pre-made. Who are the 10 biggest federal contractors? So if I wanted to do, just gonna make sure that it calls the tool. And you can see as it runs, like what's going on. Okay, so it finds the skill. It's my API. Finds my DBT table. Gives a description. Here's the columns in that table, etc. Runs the SQL. Boom. Right? And so basically, like a few things worth flagging. Like Lockheed Martin appears twice. Under UEs, different subsidiary entities. Right? Like just like it's the data set isn't perfect, but it's a public data set. Like another example would be like you could also ask it to do something like build me a dashboard of the most traded stocks by house this year, right? Like it really has all the context and is like finding the table to find that, right? Like injects the context and then it builds the dashboard for us. Cool, right? And then so here's the dashboard, right? You can see the data rendered, total trades, what's the sell, what's the buy ratio, etc. See it by company. If I wanted to ask more clarifying data, like what congressman, right? Like I could like dig into it more specifically, right? So like I think like there's like this aspect of it that it's probably easier and better with revenue data, but like getting the context, has full context of the conversation, knows how to query the warehouse. Like this is the person, and it gives me a list. So, anyways, this is how it works from the UI perspective. Maybe in another video, if interested, I can go through the back end, which you can see here, and like walk through it a little bit more. But anyways, thank you.